So it's Saturday, May the 9th. The word for you today, it's reprogram and renew your mind. Romans chapter 8, verse 5 says, those who live according to the sinful nature have their minds set on what that nature desires. But those who live in accordance with the Spirit have their minds set on what the Spirit desires. There's two basic groups of people in the world, those who are saved, those who are not saved. The unsaved have a mindset for the desires of the flesh. On a computer, there's a default system where when you get to a certain thing, it just automatically goes to a certain place. It defaults. It automatically goes to a certain place. For a person who's unsaved, when circumstances happen and things happen in life and they're getting ready to make a decision or to act on something, their minds are going to default to the desires of the flesh. You say, what do you mean? Well, let's say that something happens and somebody does something to make this person really mad. Well, so this person gets mad at somebody, and so the circumstances are they're angry, they're upset, they feel violated in some way. And so where does their mind go? Their mind goes to immediately to, okay, I need to get, this person needs to pay for what they did to me. This person needs to pay. And so their mind goes to the flesh, goes to a way to revenge, get a vengeance on this person. The mind just automatically goes there. Now you take a saved person. Somebody has done something against them to hurt them. Now, chances are we're going to have those same thoughts. Boom, I want to get that person for what they did for me. But for the saved person, their mind defaults immediately to, I need to forgive them. Okay, now, the saved person, you've got, boy, I want to give them, I really want to pay them back what they did to me, versus I need to forgive them. Now you've got a tug of war going. And the saved person, the desires of the Spirit are where they're driven. And so the idea of I need to forgive them and we need to work this out versus I need to let them have it for what they did to me. The unsaved person, the first thought probably is not forgiveness. The first thought is probably revenge. To the saved person, the thought goes to forgiveness, but they're also going to deal with that desire for vengeance. There's a difference. There's a difference. There's those who live according to the sinful nature, those who are unsaved, have their mind set on what that nature desires. And when we get hurt, what do we want to do? Generally, we want to hurt people. But those who live in accordance with the Spirit have their mind set on what the Spirit desires. And what does the Spirit desire? The Spirit desires peace, reconciliation with one another, not vengeance. So the question is, are you saved or are you unsaved? Does your mind always go to revenge, to vengeance, getting yours? Or does your mind go to, yeah, I want that, but really, we need to think about forgiveness here. We need to look, where does your mind go? That can be a sign of whether you're saved or not. The saved spend time with God, talking to Him, Bible study, prayer, worship. We just spend time. Some days it's a short period of time, other days it's longer. And this helps facilitate that automatic setting where when things happen, it goes to a good place, the forgiveness rather than the vengeance side. For the believer who doesn't spend that time, then that voice of forgiveness can come weaker and weaker and dimmer, and to where you may not hear it well. That's why it's so important for believers to spend time with God, so that we can hear Him. So when those circumstances come up and our desire, our initial fleshly desire is for vengeance, the desire of the Spirit for forgiveness overcomes that. Reprogram and renew your mind. How do you do that? By spending time with God, by reading your Bible, by praying, by worshiping Him. So I come back to when you're faced with a decision, Something happens to you and somebody's come against you. Where does your mind go? Vengeance or forgiveness? Where do you want it to go? There was a lady named Mary Khoury. She was 17, a teenager. She lived in Lebanon with her family. Some leader of the Muslim fanatics had raided their village and took Mary and their family and had them kneel down in their home. And he was waving his pistol around, and he hated Christians with a passion. He says, if you do not become a Muslim, you will be shot. Mary knew that Jesus had been given a similar choice, and he chose the cross. So when the guy points a pistol at her and says, recant Christianity and become a Muslim, she says, I was baptized as a Christian, and his word came to me. Don't deny your faith. I will obey him. Go ahead and shoot. Next thing she heard was this gun, the bellow of this gun going off. Her body fell to the ground. 2 days later, the Red Cross came to the village. Of all of her family, Mary was the only one still alive. They had killed her parents, her brothers and sisters. But the bullet had cut her spinal cord, leaving her both arms paralyzed. So, as a believer, her spirit is going to go one place or another. It's going to go to vengeance, or it's going to go to forgiveness. If she's truly saved and has that relationship with God, there may be a desire for vengeance, but her mind's also going to go to the forgiveness. What did she do? She said, everyone has a vocation. I can never marry or do any physical work because both arms are paralyzed. So I will offer my life for Muslims, like the one who cut my father's throat, cursed my mother and stabbed her, and then tried to kill me. My life will be a prayer for them. I would like to think I would respond that way. Don't know if I would. Mary was a believer. Something had happened against her. Was there a desire for vengeance? I don't know. I would imagine there would have been. But there was a greater desire for forgiveness. Why? Because those who live in accordance with the Spirit have their mind set on what the Spirit desires. The Spirit desired forgiveness and working towards people coming to know the Lord more than vengeance. Those are tough things. Chances are we'll never be dealt with that. But we do deal with other things. People say things against us. People take advantage of us. People do things. Don't even begin to compare with this, but in our minds, what do we do? Vengeance or forgiveness? Who are you going to listen to? Depends on whether you're saved or you're unsaved. Depends on how much time you spend with God. Have a good day. Hope to see you in church on Sunday.